All right, so we're back again.
Man, the all-wheel drive fucking doesn't work. What a joke.
Yeah, have you guys seen from the last video? Obviously, the ride didn't go as planned. Now, the snow is about to disappear. Literally in like 3 days, it's probably all gonna be gone because we're going from -20 to like +12. So I want to get one actual decent rip out in this thing for next season, where then I can actually try to blow it up again. Like I said, and if you watched the last video, immediately I thought it was clutch issue that I was having because I couldn't get over 70 kilometers an hour and it was not fun whatsoever. And then on the way back, it started working great. And it was like 130 down a straight stretch. So I really didn't know what was going on. So knowing my sled, because I've owned this thing for like 7 years, yeah, knowing my sled and how much of a great sled it is, I assumed that it was the clutch because I've been putting band-aids on band-aids on band-aids on this thing, and I never really did anything right. Let's just say that. So when I got back, as you guys seen, I noticed I was missing one of my slide bolts, but luckily my weight is actually still inside there. So I'm assuming what happened is when I finally got home around that straight stretch and I opened it up, this actually got lodged inside this roller, because this roller in here is super flat. It's flattened right out. So I think this is kind of like basically welded to this right now. So the clutch was always consistently being open, or this weight at least was like attached to the spider, so it was giving that extra weight that it needed. So the game plan is to take this primary clutch off. I'm going to take a Dremel and I'm going to try to round this roller off as much as possible, because these clutches are almost impossible to rebuild based off the videos I watch. I can't even buy the rollers OEM from the place I usually do. So I'm going to take the clutch off. I'm going to try to roll this out, and then I'm going to put a new set screw and a new slide bolt in, and then we're going to try to rip it. So if you guys never taken a clutch off, it's going to be a very easy how-to video. All you're going to need is a clutch puller and an impact. You need an impact. All right, first thing is you got to get... Oh wow, that was not on there very tight. First thing, you need to get this little thing out here. Yeah, so once you have that little bolt off, you can just get a flathead in here and kind of pop this out. Just like that. Now what's gonna happen is there's a bunch of weights. So what's in here, there's a bunch of weights. All you need to do, and there's an O-ring. All you wanna do is remove the O-ring and all the weight. And then you wanna reinstall this back in. The real way to do this though is you flip this back over like this. So you flip this back over and then you reinstall it like this. And then it pushes the clutch and opens this up. But if you guys can see, I don't know if you can see by the video, I stripped like the first I don't know, probably 6 threads on this. So again, I stripped like the first 6 threads. So when I do that, I can't even start it. Yeah, so what I have to do is I have to take those washers off, and then I'm just gonna reinstall it. I probably did that because I love impacts. And as you guys can see, she'll open up just like that. You can do your best to jimmy this thing off. It's easier with the track up, so you can actually move it. I'm gonna back this back off, and then this whole clutch will just kind of pop off. Again, you don't need to do this, but I find it's the easiest way so you're not jimmying things around. Just make sure you leave those washers back in there. There we go. And then the whole secondary comes out. Just make sure you don't lose these washers. The belt will just come off like that. So now there's a main bolt that's inside of the actual clutch, which you can get access to. I don't know what size it is. Oh, you know what? Is it a special bolt? It might be a special bolt. Oh, that's right. Oh, shit. Yes. I remember this now. It's been a year. It's like a 12-point nut in there. I think I must have bought some. Yes, that's right. I forgot. It's like, so I went and bought these a little bit. So these ones are kind of messed up. Like a 1/2 times 13. What the? Get that off real quick. Should come out. There, just like that. So I'm just going to hit it with the impact. Hopefully it comes off. Oh man, that's cross-threaded so bad. I'm going to back this off. So I'm just going to hit it anyways. Nope. Those threads are kind of getting melted, I think. Anyways, yeah, so my trick might need to come in handy here to see if it's actually going to work or not. But yeah, that should have probably threaded a few more times. But yeah, these are kind of annoying anyway, so I'm going to try one more trick. Yeah, so I had to do this the first time when I took this thing off. Yeah, it didn't have the same threads, so I think it might have ruined that puller and possibly even the crank threads. Then what you're gonna need is like something to be able to squirt water down into that little hole, and some Teflon tape. I'm gonna fill it up with water. I'm gonna take my puller, and I'm gonna put some Teflon tape all around it. Sometimes I don't know if you even need to do this, but I did it last time, it worked. I've used Teflon tape a few times in my life now. I'm just gonna put a bunch on. So I'll wait and see if this pops it off or not. Does not seem to be working, which is not good. I just feel like the puller itself can't go in. I'm gonna take a hammer and start beating on this, which you probably shouldn't. All right, we're going round 2, chang chang. Oh! Boom! Boom, 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 boom! Man, she got some kickback. Holy. All right, we're gonna need a friggin' instant replay from that. Shiza, huh? All right, there you go. We got this old piece of shit. If you've never seen a clutch get taken off a sled before, here's an actual real world example of working on crap looks like. So now, we'll go rebuild this little bit. Well, not rebuild it. Let's go put another Band-Aid on her. Huh? And then we're gonna try to rip it. Rip it real good. I just noticed I also don't have one of those bolts. Good, that's good. Hey, less for me to take off in there. All right, so really the hard part is done. All you gotta do is just take off all these bolts. I'm already missing one, which is great. So it'll just come off just like that. So your spring will be sitting in here. That's nice. All I needed was a few new O-rings and a couple set screws. There we go. Spinning this makes it a little easier. Now I'm just gonna sit this back in here. Oh no, oh no. That's why you buy two. That's why I'm definitely not a surgeon. So I'm gonna make this as tight as I possibly can. So that should be in there tight now. So you wanna map it so that it can at least open and close, I'm assuming. Just like that. So this one, holy shit, this one's actually almost gonna back off as well. So I'm gonna try to tighten this side up because this bolt's almost gone. But as you guys can see, the clutch is pretty much toast anyway. So looking at this further as well, guys, every single one of these things was toast. So this one, so I just fixed this one, but this one also is missing the set screw and it blew one of the O-rings on the side. So maybe I'm not installing these right, because what I'm noticing is what's happening is with these O-rings, it's like they're too stuck. Like it won't actually open and disengage, so it probably just shears the bolt. All the other O-rings in here, and it blew away. And oh wow, I am so lucky because here it is. Whew. Thank God it didn't fall underneath the thing. This is the worst one for sure. So we're gonna still rip it. It's pretty loose. I couldn't get the O-ring on this side. I need a new clutch like I've needed a new clutch for the last 5 years of my life. Holy moly, is it ever warm. We're already losing a crap ton of snow. That's my good ease drop right there. I didn't finish last November because I waited too late. Gotta fix that. But all right, let's see if it actually fires up and the clutch doesn't stick. So let's give her a start. Working better. Look, track isn't even moving as much anymore, which is good. All right, so as you guys can see, She's working mint. So I have to take this for a rip. Belt is a little low. But there we go. So far, not bad. So that set screw's still in. That set screw's still in. And that still is kind of in too, which is good. I can't rip it right now. I gotta go spend time with the family. That's what the family life is like. But next clip is gonna be me absolutely murdering this thing. Just look at the actual snow though, because I'm gonna do this tomorrow. I'll rip it tomorrow, but let's see how much is actually gone. We lost a lot of snow in the last day, and after today it's pretty much gonna be gone, I'm guessing.
Dried out tears of sorrow, lacking all emotion, staring down the barrel, waiting for the final gates to open to a new tomorrow, moving with the motion, following the light that sets me
Everybody rock with me because I'm up now. Took your girl and I'm scoring like I made the touchdown. Swerving in a Lambo, doors go up, not on the bus now. Used to want a G-Shock, now I'm walking with a bus now.